So the film is all about sort of like disability and neurodiversity, so it's trying to shine a light on that, but in more of a sort of light-hearted way.
I think it's a candy floss cloud.
Local community centre for people with disabilities forced to shut down due to lacking support from the council.
Which is why it's kind of like silly clown, a bear and a star in like this sort of magical circus world where they do a musical number.
Seen hiding, then it's not enough for you to believe that we aren't just lazy, silly, fussy, rude, unfocused, childish, clumsy, different. We're not aliens.
Because I feel like often representation of sort of minority groups is quite upsetting, or it's not always very exciting and happy. So yeah.
You'd make a good space crowd then, clown. You're full of gas.
So I was lucky to get a bit of funding for it. It was a very small budget, but they set us a deadline that was sort of like 2 months from script to final product. Ooh. So that in itself was quite tricky.
The circus has rolled into your town, the place where dreams come true, where everyone is embraced for their differences, and where reality doesn't exist.
That was my first time directing like actors and stuff, so I think it was just interesting like working with people and sort of learning how best to sort of get them to deliver a line, or if you want them to sort of do something a bit slightly differently, how to explain that. And just working with a team was really lovely.
The circus needs you to come and join our dreamland. Call 12345678 to find out more.
You can really tell who can relate to it and who sort of appreciates it. And I think it's just being able to hear those people say that and then hearing them laugh rather than sort of seeing them cry or anything like that. So it's nice to have them see themselves recognised on the screen, but in a more light-hearted way. Mm-hmm. The sort of characters themselves were just based on things I'm interested in. So I love clowns, bears and stars. So that's where the characters came from.
Hello? Yes, we'd like 3 tickets to the circus, please.
Can you ask if they have a musical?
Oh, can you ask if they have games and prizes to win?
Shh. They hung up.
And then their sort of personalities, I was trying to represent different traits. And then getting actresses in who could play to those traits because they had that sort of disability. So Star was based more on sort of autism, Clown is more ADHD, and then Bear, the actress, had OCD. So it was trying to look at those sorts of different things and bringing in their opinions.
I didn't get to ask about directions or how many toilets there'd be on site and whether they have hand sanitizer. Or soap.
Yeah, it was really lovely. Ria, who played Bear, said on the set about how nice it was to just be able to sort of unmask on set and not feel as though she was having to sort of hide elements of herself and her disability to sort of be in the film. I think, yeah, they hadn't really actually interacted with each other much before filming because of the sort of tight timeline. They'd met once for costume fitting. So it was really lovely to see how they interacted with each other and played off each other's sort of different quirks, which was nice.
Congratulations, well done on your award. And,
thank you.
Thank you for making a film that will hopefully be seen as a very important piece. So
no, thanks for sharing it and for giving it its first award. So thank you very much.
Hopefully we'll have many more.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Oh, I sure do hope we get to see a musical number.
Don't be silly, there's no musical numbers at the circus.